Awesome. So for anybody who is watching this on YouTube, definitely make sure you guys join the Discord if you are looking to trade live with me every single day and catch some of these live trades. Everybody who's in this Zoom, I hope you guys were able to catch this UPST or SPY with me. We're going to go over the two trades that we ended up taking today, and then we're going to talk about how to use confluence between ES and SPY to find high probability trades, because somebody asked me to talk about that earlier, which that is only going to be for Team Bull. So very first trade of the day was on UPST. As you guys heard me say, that was my favorite setup going into the day. So if we just go ahead and delete this chart right here, you want take that off. Going into the trading day, somebody brought this up in my live stream. I go live on my YouTube every single morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time. So what I was looking for was a potential bounce at this 61.5, which was this previous high right here, down to the 1 hour 21 EMA. I really like to use that as an area for a potential bounce after we've seen a large move, either to the upside or to the downside. So because we had that 1 hour 21 EMA and the previous high at the 61.5 to 61.3, that was my high probability bounce area. Unfortunately, I was not able to get in UPST at these lows right here. Didn't touch the level, really didn't see anything in the price action telling me to get long at this point, which is why I didn't end up taking the trade. So as we see, market opens, dumps down to the level, and we wick down right here, we come back up, we wick down, we come back up. I just didn't see anything bullish about this. The volume wasn't high, telling me that there was buyers down here. Just nothing about it said get long, right? So I didn't end up taking that. Some people would have gotten FOMO out of it and chased the trade up, or maybe they just got pissed off and then they ended up chasing the trade to the upside, and then it pulls back and it stops you out, right? But that is not the entry that I got. The entry that I traded was after I noticed that we bounced off of this level right here. What does that tell us? More than likely, it does want to push higher, right? If we're bouncing off of that level, it's more than likely going to give the next leg up. So as price pushed from this bottom point to this high point right here, I said, okay, maybe I can take a fib from pivot low, pivot high, and we can watch this 50 or 61.8% retracement. You guys heard me in the live voice say I'm watching 62.92 down to 62.60 on UPST. You guys can confirm that, right? Okay, there we go. Yes. Okay, perfect. So that was one reason why I like this level right here. The other reason that I like this level is if we put on VWAP and we put on the 8 EMA. This is typically what I use intraday: 8 EMA, 21 EMA, and VWAP, lavender, whatever color that is. And we go to the 5-minute time frame. What do we also have at that area? It was a little different when it was actually like playing out. Plus we have that 21 EMA. So we have VWAP, 8 EMA, which were a little lower at this time, 21 EMA, and the 50% retracement. That is a lot of confluence sitting at one area, right? So this then increases the likelihood that this is going to be our bounce, right? So as price came down and it confirmed off that 61.8, that is when we got long. And this was literally like a 1.5, 2-minute trade to the upside. This thing exploded off of that move, and we were able to catch it in a high a day, new high a day, and then unfortunately we were stopped out on the rest at break even, and then it just wanted to go back up. But that was an absolutely beautiful trade. Those contracts exploded. Again, hopefully you guys were able to catch some of that with me. Phenomenal trade, right? I call everything out in the voice. So the whole time I was in Team Bull voice talking about this UPSC and why I liked it when I entered, when I was trimming, when my stop loss got hit on the remainder. So that was the first trade right there. Second trade was on SPY. And I'll say that this SPY trade was a little higher risk, but you guys even heard me say, I have SPY calls pulled up. I will let you know if I enter. Again, can you guys confirm that? Yeah, perfect. So the reason why I had SPY calls pulled up was because, as we can see, in the morning, we came down to my bounce area, which is right here. Again, talked about it in the pre-market watch list. This 454.33 down to 454.10 was my bounce. We came down, we hit it, and then we bounced to the upside. ES actually hit it better. But as price pulled back, I started to notice, okay, this one wick down here got bought up. This wick down here, bought up. Wick down here, bought up. Wick down here, bought up. Wick down here. So what I started to notice was, okay, we have this trend line right here. Trend line right there. We have buyers right here. And then also at the same time, pivot low, pivot high. And if we put on the 70.7, that's what we bounced right off of. And we saw a really strong reaction right here. So the next time we came down to the 70.7, the only reason that I entered this was because the second time we came down, it was like so fast, like literally snapped my finger so quick that these orders got filled and pushed right back up. And right here, right? So that's why we ended up entering long, just based off of that strong reaction. Because again, buyers, 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 buyers. As soon as we come down, retest the 70.7 and this low over here, within a split second, they bought it right back up, showing that buy orders were being filled. So as a result, we ended up getting long. There's that new low a day. As a result, we ended up getting long, and our stop loss was going to be below this 450, 450, right below these lows right here. And we were able to catch it up into that 455 for a nice scalp. And then I got stopped out on the rest for negative $5 under break even. So it was a nice pop to the upside. Unfortunately, couldn't clear that 455. Again, this was a little higher risk trade. If we could have built that base above ES, the VWAP, which as you see, we've been struggling all morning, and I kept bringing that up. I said, if we were able to clear that VWAP to the upside, that's when we should see the high day. So unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. And, you know, if we would have been able to, then the risk reward would have really paid off in that scenario. But we were able to get off a trim, 50% of the whole position, and then stop out the rest, $5 on a break even, leaving it at a green trade, right? Again, it's FOMC day. So I wasn't looking for a massive move out of this, but it was still a nice scalp to the upside, nothing crazy.